Hello, welcome back to Math Time with Professor Prime, and I am your host, as always, Professor Prime. So, the Power of Math. That's the series that you're watching right now, or you're watching a video in that series, and that series deals with concepts in math that are powerful, that are useful, that are important, and we get into it from there. In this particular video, will be the power of negative numbers. And while some of the videos that I'll be making in this series are on the longer side, like around 10 minutes, this one is on the shorter side, like a few others. And let's get into it. So, with numbers in general, they're amazing things. They allow us to communicate something about the universe, they allow us to say something about the world that we live in, and they allow us to talk about a variety of things. And when you have our counting numbers that we're used to, the whole numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, those traditional like natural numbers, and etc. They give us a lot to talk about. And if we throw zero into the mix, it gives us even more to talk about. And some people do for natural numbers. Now, extending what numbers can do, we have, parts of a whole. Like we have numbers that represent that. So fractions, decimals, percents, mixed numbers. They all represent that same thing, parts of a whole, and that expands so much in terms of what we can talk about. And then you get negative numbers. They give us even more. With negative numbers, they give us a whole new way for numbers to interact with one another. They allow us to more adequately talk about loss, gain, and balancing things in terms of numbers. So they do a lot in that regard. They're important for the same reason that all numbers are important. They give us something more that we can talk about, and I feel like they really changed the game. Because again, like gain, loss, balance, they really help shape a picture with that. Whether something's going up or something's going down, it helps. So yeah, I didn't want to talk about them too long in this video. I mean, they have a rich history, and the history of negative numbers is something that could easily be its own thing in the future, and probably will be. Yeah, it's gonna be at some point, I imagine. But yeah, so negative numbers, they're important because they give us more to talk about. So I'll see you in the next video. Professor Prime out.